here, and then let's go and click start record and start broadcast. And now we're
We
live. By the
are
way,
live.
this is the first one. Look at my face. See how I look right now? I bet I don't look like that in 20 minutes. Mama Bear was talking about listening again tonight. She's like, I want to listen to you guys. It's like, where do I find you guys? It's like, no, you don't. And then, of course, Chinese is like, I know you're on YouTube, but I haven't listened to it. I'm like, fuck. I can't
Yeah, because
win.
here's your face later.
Well, there's no fucking, there's no one. And then Mama Bear was like, well, is it like bad? Like, am I going to ban you from the house? I was like, I don't know, maybe. It could happen, I don't know. But yeah, I'm only going to get.
Need her.
Huh?
Yeah, we need her to listen. That'd be funny.
No, we don't, because she thinks this right here is like terrible.
Let me text her and tell her we're on.
You would too.
I would, but I don't have her number.
You probably don't even know like how to find us online. Oops, I haven't even done anything, and I just spilled water all over the place. Wow. And I'm starting fresh too. This isn't even. I'm not even doing anything bad. This is like, wow, holy shit. All right, so what's up, motherfuckers? There's some things that have been going on this week, and it's late as shit, and we're old. So we may not save the world this week, but there will be plenty to save as we move on. Because I actually did add that praying in public thing, that restaurant at the beach. Because I do have a little opinion on that. And you haven't heard about that?
No.
There's a restaurant out by the beach that would give a 15% discount to people who prayed. And it got out in the news, I guess. Someone probably complained. Some fucking asshat complained. And then they got threatened with a lawsuit, and now they don't offer the discount for people who prayed. I think that's bullshit. My Lord. That's fucking horseshit. So that's a whole nother thing. So I'm going to try to get through some of this shit a little bit fast just for time, and then maybe we can save the world. Because the world is in shambles, and it really does need us. And I think that's pretty clear. And my phone's going off. That's 2 or 3. What is this?
That's not
Someone
me.
Doesn't know. Oh, that's Mr. Enthusiast is talking shit. I'll have to look at that later. What is that? Oh, yeah. And Diver has a. This is my. I don't know how to introduce you because you said you want an introduction. This is Diver, who's gonna get us sued.
It's my walkout music.
I told you that was Tim Kennedy's walkout music. All right, turn that shit down, or else YouTube's gonna pop it and they're gonna say that sounds like the Rooster. You need to remove that, and then it's gonna fuck everything up.
No, that's from my high school. There's our theme song called "The Booster."
The Booster. Yeah, tell that to those fucks, those fucking strong armors at YouTube. So it's, you know what, strong arm. That's a night. The
You mean?
What are you doing over there? Have you lost your mind?
You mean NSAC?
Can I help you? Can I help you? I'm being attacked. What? I love you. You're such a good dog. Fuck off. This is very unprofessional. This is a serious radio show.
That's
NSAC.
right.
Strong arming. So I don't know how much.
Where I was going.
Yeah, I don't know how much you've kept up with this whole thing. See, Pringles, and so Metamoris is tomorrow, and you know what? I should pull that up because I will briefly talk about it. I won't talk about it too much because you don't know anybody, and I haven't even decided if I'm going to buy it.
Explain to me in the audience about Metamoris.
If there's an audience that's listening to us, unless Mama Bear tuned in and has found me, which I'm fucked if she did, everyone knows Metamoris, probably except you. So Metamoris is a event, we'll say, that highlights Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's matches. I used to call them fights because here's the thing. Okay, let's talk about that too, since that's going to come up. I've told this to Chineses at wrestling matches. You're in a fight. A wrestling match is a fight. There's different rules to it, but it's still a fight.
Yeah, but is an NFL game a fight?
No, because you're not an NFL game. You're not trying to make the person quit. You're trying to score points and things like that. In jiu-jitsu and wrestling, you're trying to pin. You're trying to end it so it will end. No NFL game will just end. It will go the distance. It could be 100-7, and it'll go to distance. But
So the
I'm
difference
changing
is
my view on that.
if there's a clock, it's not considered a fight. Is that what you're saying?
Not necessarily a clock. Part of it could be that. If you're trying to make your opponent quit and you're using
Force.
some form of hand-to-hand combat to do that, I would consider that a fight. But there's different rules to it. A karate fight doesn't have the same rules as a boxing fight, and they call it. By the way,
Karate.
have you ever?
Karate.
This just came up. I wonder how loud my mic is right now because I feel like I'm yelling.
No,
I got like a boost of energy before I got home. I just picked up my niece from band camp, the one who doesn't have a boyfriend anymore, which makes me very happy. The fuck noise was that? Oh, turn your stupid gay speaker off. So,
I did.
what the hell was I saying? What was I saying?
That's that.
I don't even feel bad right now.
You know that movie where they shine the pen in somebody's eyes and they forget everything that just happened?
Yeah. What the fuck? I was talking about Metamoris, and I was talking about fights, different rules. Oh no, boxing match. That's right. This just came up. When have you ever heard someone refer to it as a boxing fight? They call it a boxing match.
Like a
It's
tennis
not
match?
it's not a UFC match. It's not a mixed martial arts match. That's a fight. But they never say boxing fight. They say boxing match. They might say the fights, but they call it a match. But that doesn't matter. According to the NSAC, their definition, and this is where I'm not sure if I'm supposed to look at the camera or you because I'm doing both. Their definition of a fight includes blows being thrown. So you have to be able to be hit or kicked to be considered something that they would regulate. That's what they consider combat sports.
In the NBA, I've seen punches and hits and kicks.
But that's illegal. You can get kicked out of the shit for that if they wanted to. They just don't because of the money that they would lose. I'm not going to do it again. And you're such a dick. So you got to keep that in mind that they're changing, and this is what I think is happening. Oh, by the way, they told Chael, even though they'd already said independently that Chael could do this Metamoris event, they told him earlier this week that if you do it, we're going to fine you the full amount, which is $250,000 for each, whatever thing, for each fuck off, for each illegal drug. Each illegal drug that he had in his system. So he's looking at $1.25 million fine if he competes in Metamoris. His lawyer tried to appeal it. You're making a lot of noise. His lawyer was trying to appeal it and all kinds of things. Yeah, I don't know why I was making a ton of noise. I was making a ton of noise. What are you looking at me like confused for? I don't know what's doing it. And they're getting nowhere. So finally the NSAC came out yesterday and said, hey, we're still going to fine you if you do this. And you know what Chael said? Chael said, I'm going anyway. Fuck you guys. So Chael's in LA right now, or San Francisco, I forgot which one. And he's getting ready to compete tomorrow night. And it'll be very interesting because I think the NSAC is trying to expand what they regulate so they can make more money. If they can regulate jiu-jitsu competitions and wrestling competitions and grappling competitions, they can just expand how much money they make. That's what I think is happening.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you going to say when you just saw me put 2 Pringles in my mouth?
That's exactly why
asshole?
I didn't say anything.
You're a piece of shit. You don't have anything else to say about that?
I think it's a money grab for them.
Are you going to watch it?
Hell yeah, I'm going to watch it.
It's tomorrow night.
It looked like jiu-jitsu to me.
It is. It's all jiu-jitsu. Submission only. There's no points or anything like that. The only way you win is by submission. And that's the one I kept trying to tell you to watch, that Eddie Bravo match, last one. The Eddie Bravo, which Gracie was it?
Hoisey.
No, it was Hoyler. The Eddie Bravo and Hoyler Gracie match. That was a fucking great match.
You mean
but
Royler?
No, Hoyler, not Royler.
Roiler.
You need to show some respect.
Ooh,
So
nice.
there's a secret match. Don't know what that is. There's Gary Lee Tonin and Kit Dale. I like Kit Dale. I'm just going to breeze through these because you probably won't even know who most of them are. I like
No.
Kit Dale. He's fun. Keenan Cornelius, the poster boy face of jiu-jitsu because he's like, I guess, the good-looking guy, versus Vinny Magalhaes. You got to go for Vinny. Team Darkside, Chael's jiu-jitsu guy. You know Vinny Magalhaes. He was the jiu-jitsu guy for Team Darkside.
Yep.
He was one of Chael's coaches.
But wait a minute, is he fighting the champion?
No, he's fighting. Not fighting. Watch it.
Matching.
See,
matching?
You just did matching. You just did it too. He is participating, competing against Keenan Cornelius, who's that's going to be a good one. And there's a couple good ones. Fucking Dean Lister and Josh Barnett. Holy fuck, that's a good fight match.
Wait a minute, Josh Barnett.
Yeah, Josh Barnett is. I know, I did it. Josh Barnett's going against Dean Lister. That's going to be fun as shit. That's going to be crazy fun. Yes, that's going to be a lot of fun. And there's one of the things I'm looking forward to about this one isn't just their technique. They both talk a lot, like fun talk, like me. Like, well, you haven't rolled with me a lot because you really don't come in, but I talk a lot when I'm rolling and stuff. I just kind of goof around and play
and moan.
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. You don't.
Let's take a trip in the Wayback Machine. I don't remember. Did you say drinking and moaning?
No, I said. Hold on.
I heard moaning. It's not going to work again, you jerk. No, Mr. My knees hurt. I can't do anything for 5,000 years. But I'm the moaner?
Moaning and... Can you replay that?
Where's my soda?
It was in your right hand. Or actually your left hand because your
Nope, here it is.
Your picture's backwards again. Your lamp is on your left-hand side.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. I got to figure out how to get that fucking thing off, which means I actually have to do it. But that's a hell of a fight. Saulo Ribeiro and Rodrigo Medeiros will be a good fight. And then we got Andre Galvo and Chael Sonnen headlining. Oh, by the way, a quickie that I saw somewhere. Supposedly this Dean Lister Josh Barnett competition is the Metamoris heavyweight title fight, which I thought was an interesting addition. I saw that the other day on Facebook somewhere.
Yeah, but the promo I saw, I swear it said that they were pitching the best MMA fighter against the champion, and it was Chael talking.
No, I don't. I don't remember that. But there's, as far as I know, this would be the first championship. This Dean Lister, Josh Barnett one. That's the first championship they've done, as far as I know. I've seen all of them. And tomorrow, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. It's $30 fucking. But you know, Chael Sonnen and Andre Galvo. Here's the deal. Of course, I want Chael to win. He's got his hands full. This is gonna be a toughie. So I'm really curious to see, you know, we got a high-level wrestler and a high-level jiu-jitsu guy, and I guess we'll see how it all kind of pans out. And,
yeah, but what is Chael? Is he belted in jiu-jitsu?
In jiu-jitsu? No. I don't think he's ever formally taken a jiu-jitsu class in his life. Now, he might do it behind the scenes and just not really talk about it because it's, you know, bad for his persona. If you're going to watch it, look for, because this was a good video. By the way, anyone who watched that Eddie Bravo Royler Gracie fight match, if you watched the Eddie Bravo Joe Rogan podcast right after that, it was a cool watch because they watched the match live, and of course they show it on the TV when you're watching it on YouTube, and they talk about it. So like Eddie Bravo's like talking about how the thing, like when he had Royler in that last position, the vaporizer, he could feel his knee pop.
What?
The vaporizer. That was Eddie Bravo's a big weed guy. He names all his shit after weed. So his vaporizer is a leg lock, and he could feel Royler Grace's knee pop And he was talking to Hoyler Gracie. Look, man, your knee just popped. Are you sure you don't want to stop? And Hoyler Gracie was like, no, huh? And so he put a little more pressure, and there were some more pops. He's like, I can stop anytime you want. Do you? And then, so it's kind of neat listening to him talk about it right after. So it's still fresh, and he's going over the things that happened while it was going on. But yeah, Chael's got his hands full. I'm curious to see it. I'm more curious to see him against the Athletic Commission later, though. So let's see here. Let's go through Joe Riggs. Did you see the Joe Riggs thing? The guy who shot himself.
No, because the link you sent me said it was the guy with the beard.
You know what? You should watch that live so we can get your reaction while you're watching it. So he just got back in the UFC. You want me to check my phone?
No. What is what was it? What do you mean watch?
Go to, I guess, TMZ.com and look up Joe Riggs, Riggs. So he had just gotten back in the UFC, won Fight Master, which was Bellator's little Ultimate Fighter show that they did. Just gotten back, and is that the little commercial for it? So, well, that's not it. So that's some chick playing a guitar with giant boobs. So he had just gotten back in the UFC, and he shot himself. He had his first fight line back up, and he was cleaning his gun, and he shot himself. Shot himself in the hand and in the leg. Okay?
Wait a minute. Didn't I read one of your tweets that said he shot himself in the leg and then his hand?
Well, that's what I was getting to. So in this video, and he was cleaning his gun. This video from TMZ, they showed his wife was doing a dressing. They showed the entrance and exit wound.
What's his name? Joe what?
Ooh, Joe Riggs, Riggs. That entrance wound was really something. And they actually, when she was draining the exit, a little piece of bullet fragment came out when she was doing it too. That was rough. But as you just pointed out, I've cleaned my gun, plenty of times. Yep, that's the video. You don't see his hand, but that's the video. Hold on. Let's see if we get any audio, because I would imagine it'll get good here in a minute.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
Holy smoke.
That's like a 2-inch. Oh shit.
That's a 45 hollow point.
How did he not hit his femoral artery?
Well, listen to that. I'm going to not talk because I can hear it. Just listen, everybody.
Here this morning.
Why is he not in the emergency room? Oh, she's gaping it open with a flashlight.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Muscle right there. This one's smaller, but it bleeds the most.
Jake, it's about right there. Sure.
Listen to Joe Riggs explain what happened. He's cleaning his gun.
Right when I take it off, there it goes. Here's some.
There's a little entry wound.
That's
about the size of a dime.
There's one.
Yeah.
Coming.
Oh, it's bleeding.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Those are just little pieces of fragments in there.
And this is from a 45 caliber.
Hold a minute.
Wait a minute. Is he not under the influence of any? The interesting.
My hand was smoking. Like I was laying on the ground, like my hand was.
Okay, so let me. What I'm seeing here is his left thigh. His outer left thigh is an entry wound.
I think I see it now. For some reason, my head was going in it might have been because I was inebriated when I watched that too. In this theory of him, maybe there is no theory. I can kind of see it now.
No, okay, hold on. I'm looking at a picture of him. His left hand is bandaged. Okay.
All right.
Now the entrance wound.
Which leg is it? Which
leg.
leg is it? Oh fuck! Then there goes my theory. That doesn't work. Okay. Nope. I'm back to it being a conspiracy.
His entry wound is into the outer left thigh, across over his ulna radius, whatever bone that is.
whatever the fuck.
exiting his inner thigh,
Yeah.
his left thigh, but his left hand is bandaged. I don't know that you can contort that. That makes no sense.
That's why I'm saying there's a conspiracy. He either got shot by somebody, probably accidentally. It probably wasn't on purpose. He either got shot. Hell, maybe like his kid shot him accidentally. He doesn't want it to seem like he's leaving his guns out.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's a weird way for that whole thing to happen, and that's why I'm considering this a complete conspiracy theory that no one's talked about. I even tweeted it to TMZ, and they didn't pick up on it because everyone reads my tweets. And I know that because I'm fucking important.
Yeah, right. Because I know if I read your tweets, everybody reads your tweets. Hold on,
Yeah,
I got to continue. Hold on. Hold that thought.
Continue.
Uno
It was
momento.
like smoking out of my hand. I'm like, because the first thing the wife said it was like, "What's that smell?" Because it's different.
Flesh, right?
Yeah, and it's different than when you go target shoot.
Oh yeah, yep.
I was laying in the other room. I was trying to calm down, like I thought I was able to shake it off. And then I got up and I went to open my door with my wife, and I went to grab it, and the doorknob went through my hand. And I was like, oh my god.
Whoops.
And I was like,
The doorknob went through his hand.
So the bullet, when it came out of my leg, it hit right here.
Hit into the center of his
So
palm.
all this muscle, and from right here.
Toward the lower pad of
the
his.
very top of my knuckle blew it off. So I got 21 screws in it, and 6 rods on the front, and there's 2 plates on top and bottom.
Okay, hold on a second. So he's saying he's got 21 screws and 6 rods in his hand, but his wife is actually tending to his leg wound?
And he's going to fight at the end of the year.
Hold on. So he goes to the doctor and says, hey, doc, I just shot myself. Can you just fix my hand? My leg's okay. My old lady will fix that. I don't want to cover it under insurance. You just fix my hand.
Yeah. It's all he's doing is getting his dressings changed. This isn't the same day of the shooting.
Well, wait a second. Let's say, for instance, he went in and got everything fixed. His leg, his hand.
Yeah.
That wound should have required probably, I would say, 12 stitches.
I'm thinking, I don't fucking know. I'm not a doctor by any means. I
know a
should
doctor.
be. I know a lot of dentists. I don't know if they count as doctors. They're like half doctors. Like, they're better than podiatrists. And as you know, I've worked with many of dentists in my life. So, oh, I don't know what I was going to say, but here's a good one for you.
Yeah.
Here's a good one for you. So the link that I tweeted out, thank you, by the way, Mr. Enthusiast, for being persistent when I wasn't catching all the things you were trying to notify me of when I said we're live, and it reminded me of something. It was a link, but not for our show. It was for something else, and that made me want to tell you that I do have your music, and I will get it to you later.
I may not need it. Remind me to explain it to you later.
I just tweeted the right link, so I don't know if anyone's been listening because I think we've been good so far. I wanted to talk about Josh Grisby, but I don't know. I didn't get to read anything about it. Did you hear anything about it or read about it?
Am I going to get to what? Finish my video?
Oh, you're still watching it? Holy crap.
What was
Stop stopping it.
Oh, hold on. He's explaining all the surgery in his hand.
So you will be back fighting, Joe?
100%.
100%.
Yeah. I'm shooting for the show in the UFC here.
Okay, here's my other thing. Maybe the entrance wound is larger than the exit wound, which I highly doubt, and it makes sense. But from where it's at, public, you decide. You could tell me how you could physically contort yourself. MMA
I think I
fighter
need to watch the video again.
That was an accident.
You have my head so fucked up, I might have to watch the video again because I'm not sure what's going on.
There's
I'm
no
very
way for him to have
confused.
done what he says happened. And me and my forensics.
You are
You know what I do for a living.
not a
You know what I
forensics
do?
expert.
Right, you know what I do for a living.
You jerk off sailors?
Not in my spare time, in my full time.
Jerk
Ooh.
off captains?
There you go. Hey,
Well,
hold on. How long does it take me to drive to Utah? Where's the MMA enthusiast at?
MMA enthusiast? I think he's in Tennessee or something. I think
Oh,
he was just out this way. I think he was in North Carolina doing something.
you know what? He is the one who wished he was in North Carolina. He tweeted me the other day and said, "Is there anything I can do? Can I pick up garbage? Can I plant flowers? I'll do anything to help beautify the state of North Carolina. Just tell me what I can do." And I said, "Look, go away. We don't want your Tennessee trash in our state. So leave me alone."
I
I'm
would
just
say
being honest.
if you want to clean up the trash, start at Diver's house. Start with Diver.
Well, see, that's where I was going to I was going to start him here. And I got a double wide. I mean, I got money.
You
So I was
got
going to
two
have
double
him.
wides.
I was going to get him to help me put some underpinning under my outs and take the wheels off. Oh, look, there's the face.
Ah. So, Josh Grisby was arrested. He was a UFC fighter. He wasn't very good. He apparently beat the living shit out of his girlfriend or wife, and he used to have his dog attack her and then choke his dog out, and he'd leave his guns out for his kids to play with, and like I said, beat the shit out of his wife. So I would like to read about that and maybe come back to it. Mark Bocek retired at 32 because he's tired of fighting juiced up guys. So more and more
Wow.
TRT
Tim,
talk.
Tim Kennedy? Who? What?
Tim Kennedy's in the same boat. Vanderlei Silva, he wants a title fight with Dan Henderson. I don't even know what else to say to that.
Who?
Vanderlei Silva,
Right.
who has to be sentenced by the Athletic Commission. You might need to get one more. Wants to fight Dan Henderson in a trilogy
Who?
match. Dan Henderson.
Oh, you know what? When I was in high school, I remember hearing about Henderson was a champion. Is he still around? Is he alive?
I don't understand. Maybe you shouldn't fill up. No, you probably should fill up that glass. Maybe I need to just catch up to
How,
you.
Dan
'Cause
Henderson.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you talking about Dan Henderson for a title fight?
Yeah.
There's
Oh, I
nobody
think I
else.
know what you're doing. Okay.
Oh,
I see what
guy.
you're doing. Yeah, I get it. No, well, here's the thing. He wants Dan Henderson to put the Pride title up for grabs in a trilogy match. So the winner would get the old defunct Pride title.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask this question. Totally serious. How much would you pay to watch that? Into your
Uh,
pockets now. Would you give half of what's in your right pocket? Right
No.
rear pocket.
These are two. Look, I like Dan Henderson. Okay,
I
he's
love.
done.
Yes.
He's done.
I
It's
really,
over.
really like Dan Henderson, but for a title fight? No.
Speaking.
No.
Oh yeah. By the way, speaking of, because I was gonna say TRT. Did you see the Vitor Belfort pics?
No.
Holy shit! There's pictures, and I didn't believe it was him at first, and then I saw it was another angle. I don't know where Vitor did an interview, but there's pictures of Vitor Belfort
Y'all
doing
look
an
younger with
interview.
my hat backwards or with it forward?
No, you look like you're trying to look younger, but you're still old.
Damn it.
He
Okay.
he looks so small since he stopped his TRT. It was like, wow.
Well,
Like I
did
said,
that doctor?
his jaw looked different. He looks so much smaller. He looks like he's gonna fight at 170. That's how small he looks.
What's the doctor's name we had on our show a few shows back?
Dr. John Chrysler, who I have actually thought, if I can get time to put stuff together and talk to you about it, I've thought about inviting him back on. I'm not ready yet.
Well, didn't he say it could take up to a year to get the TRT out of your system? I'm pretty sure that's what he told us. And I'm sure one of our listeners are going, oh, hold on, there's one more. Yes, he did tell us about that. It
much.
would take a year to get out of your system.
Oh, too much.
See what I was reading?
No. Oh.
It's called improv.
Dry too much. Oh, so dry. So dry.
Did I see you just spit some dust into that cup?
Oh, it's so dry. Oh, I can't even drink yet. Okay, I should have drank a sip of water first.
I should have drank. I can't look at the webcam now.
Oh, there's water all over the fucking table. I thought I hit the trash can. I missed. Oh, fuck. Oh, why are you people tuning in? Holy shit. Oh,
we are
wow,
tuning
there's like
in
water on my
because
monitor.
we love your show.
Holy shit. I totally missed the trash can. Wow.
What did you do? Spit dust everywhere?
Wow. I don't even remember what we were talking about. I don't know what we were talking about. I don't know. The Q&A that you listened to, wasn't that funny?
Yeah, it was, but nobody ever addressed...
We should talk about that and then move on to everything else, because this is the last fight thing. We should talk about Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier.
Yeah,
whole
I
thing.
do. The funniest part of that was when they called the little guy about my size out that was trying to keep them apart. You know, when I first saw that, I thought it was Dana White. I'm like, uh-oh, you shoved Dana White off the stage. You might be looking for another job. But then I saw it was another guy, and they brought him out on stage.
Yeah, it's Dave Schaller. Or Scholler.
Yeah.
Schaller. I think it's Schaller.
But nobody said, you know, the only thing that was said was Cormier grabbed, what's the dude's name?
The champion?
Yeah.
Jon
Right, dude.
Jones.
Jon Jones. He grabs him by the throat and pushes him. Nobody ever says, what about when Jon Jones headbutts Cormier? That would have pissed me off.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. So going back to that initial fight, because that's what started it. So there was just all it was a stare down. Did you see Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier? They didn't fight. They just stared each other down. So they go up there, and Jon Jones. Here's the weird thing that I noticed, and I haven't heard anyone talk about this either. Jon Jones is wearing his sunglasses because he's got that cut. He took his sunglasses off as he walked up to Daniel Cormier, as if to expect something. And then you saw the head shove, and you know, it happens, but officially you're not supposed to touch the other fighter. But it happens.
But Jones touched him. And you know what? All bets are off. You touch him.
And I agree. But yeah, it does happen. But yeah, and then Cormier pushed Jon Jones. It happened to be by, you know, somewhere off around his throat and shoulder area. Yeah. Jon Jones drops his belt and goes in, and he took a swing. And well, actually, no. As he went in, that's what happened first. He pushed Dave Schaller out of the way and off the platform, and it looked like he was that. He looked like he was that chick going through the hole in Game of Thrones, the one that what's his name kicked down. That's what he looked like. And then he went in. He took a swing, and it was a pretty good swing. And it looks like it almost hits a guy who's one of the workers. And then the brawl happens. You can't see much. I don't know if you saw which video you saw. If you saw the one where Daniel Cormier throws a shoe at the end.
No.
Yeah, you can see it. Like he took his shoe off and threw it over towards Jon Jones. You can see it go through the crowd.
Was it a Nike?
I don't remember. So then they went to that press conference the next day.
Watch out! Watch out behind you. Look behind you.
Is there an attacker?
Yeah.
Is there an attacker?
Oh, it's your dog. Never mind.
You want to see her go nuts?
Yeah. What are you doing with that peanut butter?
You fucker. We don't do that on camera. So the Q&A, if you didn't hear the Q&A,
I gotta give you tokens to do that, right?
Yeah, exactly. If you didn't hear the Q&A, it's worth a listen. It's about 45 minutes, and it was fun. It was entertaining. It made me laugh. They were much more cordial to each other. You can tell they don't like each other.
A little respectful.
Yeah, it was much better than the day before.
Let me ask you this, because I was lost in a part of that when Jones was asking him, tell me about what you've won. Tell me about your titles. What have you done in your career? Was he being facetious or was he being serious?
I think of course he knows who Daniel Cormier is. He's doing the get in your head thing, like, what have you done? I don't know who you are. You are nothing to me. I think that's what he was doing. It's
but if you know the answer is going to be, well, I was an Olympian. I was a two-time All-American.
See, you never know what the answer is going to be. It depends. I mean, if John Jones had asked me that, I would have said no one. But I'll be the guy who kicked your ass in a couple months.
But he had to know the answer.
Don't know.
You don't ask a question unless you know the answer. I mean,
I was taught at law school.
You know what I do for a living, right?
John Jones knows who Daniel Cormier is. He knows all about Daniel Cormier. He's just talking shit.
Why did he give him the opening to talk about himself?
Because I think he was trying to. He just didn't get the answer that he was looking for. I think he was looking for a different answer.
He was waiting for him to say, well, I was a UFC champion. Oh, I can't say that because I'm not.
Well, he's a Strikeforce champion, essentially.
Yeah. I knew that.
So then this happened today. I think you haven't heard this one. This came out. I don't think it happened today, but this came out. They were doing interviews, and this was off air but recorded. That's a good look. But recorded on mic. I guess they call it a hot mic. This is them talking off air. Okay. Tell me if you can't hear it, and I'll figure it out.
Is this copyrighted?
Hey, let's see, are you still there?
That's Johnny.
I'm here. I'm here. Here's the fakest person. I actually admire that you can actually be this fake. And like when the TV comes on, how you can just change. It's like you're a chameleon. It's awesome. It is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how fake you can really be. Like you are just such a fucking pussy. My God. It is amazing. It is amazing. But you know what? Hats off to you. You got a great PR person. Because they do a great job training you because you are just terrible. You're a fucking scum of the earth. You are a terrible human being. You can sure turn on, huh? Thank you. God, fuck. I wish they would let me next door so I could spit it in your fucking face. You know I'll absolutely kill you every something like that. You can never kill me. Oh, I bet you I could. Then you should try, John. You really should try, John. I will literally kill you. Yeah, let's try that, John. Literally kill you. Let's try that, John. I'm not telling you. I'm saying I'll fight you. I will kill you. John, do you think I'm just going to sit there and let you kill me, John?
That sounds like one of our conversations.
So, and I just played through. I could have stopped it a couple times, but I just wanted to play it through. I just fucked up. Give me a second because it's gonna start again. Let me press pause. Wrong button.
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold on. I got a text. Daniel Cormier, have you seen the special where John Jones has a lot of guns? Enter.
Oh, I bet Daniel Cormier's got some firearms with him. I wouldn't doubt that for a second. But first of all, you can tell it. Yeah, you can tell they don't like each other, and that I'll send it to you so you should watch it because you can actually see John Jones get angry when Daniel Cormier was talking about how he's a despicable person and the scum of the earth, you can see his face change. He got angry, which you don't see that happen too much. So it's an interesting video to kind of watch. I don't know why the original one got pulled down because it was pretty good. All right.
Yeah, but how? I wouldn't want to fight John Jones because he's got that plate in his leg for when he broke it on Weidman. That's nasty.
See, this is the part where I don't even know if he's kidding or not. He could he's laughing because he could be absolutely serious and not even know it. And he really does watch fights. It's not like he doesn't watch fights. He's just a little bit retarded. Like, you remember Lenny? You remember Lenny in Mice of Men? He's like an eighth Lenny. No, 6/8 Lenny.
Yeah.
That's 3/4. He's 3/4 Lenny. Why wouldn't I have just said 3/4? Why would I say he's 6/8 Lenny?
That's two even numbers.
I don't even understand why I would say that.
Hey, your lamp is on your right now.
Hey, you know that PlayStation game that you have where you pretend to be a rock star?
Oh, Rocksmith, I love it.
Does that
Yes.
work with bass guitars as well?
Yep.
Okay. Aren't you going out of town sometime?
I am going out of town next week. Yes, the end of next week.
I want to borrow
Charles.
that.
Charles.
I want to give that to the girl
Yeah.
and see if it's something that helps her, because she's playing bass now. She's got a bass and everything, and see if it's something she can plug her bass into and if it'll help her learn a little bit.
Well, if nothing else, if she doesn't get excited about playing with it,
Yeah.
at the end of a week, she'll go, because I'm really excited about playing it. Every time I turn it on, I'm like, oh, I'm ready to play. I don't know if I'm any better. Well,
you look
I
like
am better.
you look like Sookie does when I hold her squeaky toy in front of her. That's what she just pulled off when he said, "Oh, I'm ready to play." You looked exactly like Sookie. Yeah, I want to borrow that when you're gone. I want to give that to the girl and let her see if it does anything for her.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, we'll figure that out. Couple. I told you to go get more. Go get more. Don't you fucking hold your middle, you motherfucker. Oh, that motherfucker. He was talking shit about me. I see you put your ear... This motherfucker was talking shit about me last week. Go get your drink, you motherfucker.
You still here?
Go get your drink. Go get your drink. I'm not going to say anything bad about you. I'm going to talk about what the fuck you did last week. You go get your drink. Oh, watch this. You know how I can get him to go away? So Alberto Del Rio was fired from the WWE this week.
Oh, shit.
Actually, he really was fired. It was disorderly conduct, I think, or something. Apparently, from what I saw, and I haven't really been on Twitter since I was on for a little bit earlier today at like 3:30, and I caught past couple hours, and I haven't been on since. So I saw something about he slapped somebody. I guess that's a no-no. I don't know. Some people were saying it's happened before. I'm just getting back into it, so I don't know. But let's move on to Mr. Diver. This motherfucker last week, I need to clean up this water. He was talking shit about me when I hadn't eaten all day. I was sick. He was beating a man when he was down. Okay, last Friday I had some kind of stomach thing, and I was up all night with the runs. Okay. I'm sorry, Thursday night. So I hadn't eaten like for over 24 hours, and I made a chicken pot pie. I threw it in the oven with those little, I'm holding my hands up so you can see people, even though you can't see what I'm doing, I'm still holding my hands up. One of those little Marie Callender chicken pot pies. And I had that for dinner. And as I was going to get it, because I forgot it was in the oven, in my weak state, he starts talking about how, first of all, I've probably had 3 cheeseburgers while I was waiting for the chicken pot pie to cook. That's pretty fucked up. It's not a nice thing to say. But whatever. Okay? Well, whatever. Then, oh, and by the way, I did not have 3 cheeseburgers. I should throw that out there. Then he starts talking about how he's going to kick my ass. He's going to come into jiu-jitsu, and he's going to kick my ass. Then he started threatening a listener, and he challenged a listener to a fight. Okay, I forgot about that. There was no fight. Neither one of them showed up. They're both bitches. So he starts talking about he's going to come to jiu-jitsu and kick my ass. He didn't come to jiu-jitsu. He didn't kick my ass. He didn't do shit. He quote unquote, I'm making quote signs for you too, which you can't see because you're just listening. He was doing something for pants. I don't know, picking up a car or something. I don't know. Something that he could have done and come into jiu-jitsu, but he did not show up, ladies and gentlemen. So I just want to throw that out there, Mr. Tough Guy. Now, what was I saying? I don't know why you're still showing me your knife. I don't care. All I see is the next thing that's going up your ass. Yeah, that knife you're holding. I will fuck you up. Oh, I'll fucking split your tongue in half. Yeah, I'm gonna do all kinds of shit. Cut your dick off, shove it in your ear. I don't know why ear. I don't know why I said ear, but it's where it's going now because that's what I said. But he won't do anything. And he'll talk shit when I'm not around. All I'm going to say is, Mr. Diver, would you like me to show the world the scar? You want me to show him the scar? Huh? You want me to show him the scar? You got nothing to say, do you? What scar? Why are you not talking, by the way? Artard, I can hear your knife, you dum-dum. And the scar I'm referring to is a scar that your teeth left on my shin.
The funny part is people probably think you were talking to yourself when I was here.
No, they didn't.
And yeah, they were. They didn't know I was not here, or I was here.
They could hear your stupid knife.
I'm sorry. It's a weapon. It's not a knife.
It's a knife.
What scar? You mean when you kicked me in the elbow when I wasn't looking? I was trying to talk to my aunt that was in the hospital, and you walked up and kicked me in my elbow.
This would be where when I was referring to John Jones talking shit, and maybe Daniel Cormier didn't give him the answer that he was looking for, and then I talk shit to you, and I even tell you what the scar is, and you still go into some stupid, like, more real life story, and then you completely ruin my shit talking where I was sounding like a badass, and like I've been sitting on that line for like months. Waiting for any opportunity, just someone say something. I just want someone to say something so I can use it once, and then you go and fuck it up like that. You are such an ass. You just dutied all over it.
Why don't you post a picture of your non-existent toenail where you kicked me while I was on the phone with my aunt, who was in the hospital trying to rescue her dog that had been left in a hot car. And the police had to rescue it. You know? I was trying to do it by good deed.
Did I tell you I almost killed Token? When we were at that scavenger hunt? Token.
Okay. You mean our paintball girl?
Yeah. When we were at that scavenger hunt, we went into one of the places was a Krav Maga place, and you had to learn a groin kick. And
oh, I'm out. I'm done. What?
Well, you're holding these pads, and Token was up, and she's like, "Come on!" And she's like in front of me. I'm like looking around, like maybe someone else. It's like I was trying to get like mama bear to go or something. And so I like went up and I did like a really light, and you could see her like, everyone's there, they're like yelling my name. Well, I was like, that was light. So I like wound up going like super slow motion when I did them after that. But it's not my fault that you don't understand when you're holding a shield not to turn your body.
Yeah, that's a very valid point, especially, and the other point is don't kick people when they're on the phone.
You weren't on the phone.
I was in a phone booth.
That's a blatant lie. You were in the phone booth? What is this, 1986? Show me a phone booth in this area.
Carolina Ale House, Cary, North Carolina. There's a phone booth right in the middle of the freaking lobby.
You're so gay. It's probably a phone booth with a glory hole, you piece of shit.
Have you been there? Don't tell me if you were. I don't want to know.
So, did you watch America's Got Talent?
I turned it on the other night and they were doing some recap. I didn't like that.
Well, if you turn it on Wednesdays, they do the recap from 8 to 9, and then they do the results from 9 to 10. It's been good,
no.
And we're in the real ones now.
Was that Wednesday? I was probably drunk. Wait a minute.
Well, that's any
that might have
day.
been Tuesday.
Yeah, or Thursday, or Monday, or Saturday, or who knows.
I could have been drunk Thursday. It was one of those days I was drunk.
Yeah, I would imagine it was. Did you do the Penn and Teller thing?
No, I got to record that tomorrow, though.
It's on tomorrow?
Word on the street.
Not tomorrow. It was on tonight.
Listen. Word on the street and I are a fan of O&A show. They were on, Penn Jillette was on O&A, and he played clips of all those shows and how he schooled those boys. So I heard some of the ones that you actually talked about, but I forgot to do it. I thought you said tomorrow night. You were worse than my DVR scheduler.
No, you're fucking... you're tarded. Wow, that didn't sound good.
Tardy? Tardy?
It was supposed to be tarded, but it came out kind of tarded. Well, that's good. I did not see Under the Dome yet, so I can't talk about that. Been fucking busy. Did you watch Under the Dome?
I think I've got one episode left.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen Monday's episode. I don't know, 2 weeks ago.
So you saw it when the girl found out that
I don't remember.
She's dead.
I already know that.
And Big Jim was in jail, and now he's free because everybody says it was an accident.
You know what? Here's a good one. I've seen 2 episodes with Dwight Yoakam.
He wasn't in the last one.
Yeah, he was.
Oh. Okay.
I know he was.
Well, you must not have
that's
seen
one
the
thing
last
that pulled my attention. The only one I haven't seen is the one from Monday. But here's the sad thing. I would need to see previously on to remember what happened.
What did Dwight Yoakam do in the last one you saw?
I don't remember. I guess that's not really enforcing the fact that he was in it, is it? He was in it, though. I know he was.
They let him loose, and he has escaped, and they can't find him.
Okay, that sounds kind of familiar.
I might have be one episode ahead of you.
You're almost in the same territory I am. True Detective, by the way, that was really good. If you ever log into HBO Go, that was a good show.
Trudy who?
True Detective with Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey.
True
Detective. I hate you. I hate you.
I don't even know who Trudy is. Is it a girl or is it an older lady?
You.
Like
I hate
Abbott
you so
Christie?
hard. Oh my
Abbott
gosh.
Christie? What's her name? Abbott?
I want to
Abigail?
stick my fingers in your nose and pull your brain out. Through your
Abigail.
nose, through your nostrils.
What's
That's how
that
angry
lady's
you
name?
make me. That's how angry you make. You know what? You're a pussy.
What's the old
I'm gonna go John Jones, Daniel Cormier on you, pussy.
Hey, if I had a plate in my leg, I could call you anything I
Disgrace.
wanted, because you can't kick me back.
I'm just gonna go with that. I actually think this is a good bit. I think this should come up more. Ebola.
Oh, you know what? Post of the year,
What's the
Samurai.
post of the year? What?
Post of the year. This is how it starts. That was it. You said this is how it starts. They got a video of them taking the Ebola
Oh,
victim
I know
out,
what you're talking about.
and there's this dude standing over there 20 feet away. And I know you have to have bodily fluids and all that stuff, but still, if I was
And that's the
making a
thing.
movie,
That's assuming something hasn't mutated.
if I was making a movie, I would use that footage that you posted that
Yeah.
said this is how it started, because that guy would be a carrier. He gives it to his son. His son takes it to school, gives it to 7 other kids. That would be the perfect movie.
Did you ever see that movie a year or two ago? It had a whole bunch of actors in it, and it was about like a virus that spreads around and kills a lot of people.
Oh yeah, Survivor.
That was that.
I love that show.
Yeah, I
It's
think
on every
something like
year.
that. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
it's,
such a fucking asshole. I hate you. Well, if they'd, you know what? I hate you. If they'd have started
American
that with
Ninja.
that video, it'd be perfect. You're such a
Hey.
piece of shit.
You know how hard it'd be to
Hate
survive
you.
if you had Ebola?
What about
be tough.
Utopia? Are you gonna watch Utopia?
What is that?
It's some new reality show on Fox where they take like just a bunch of people and put them in this big environment and they set them up. They have to set their own rules. And like the commercials are like, one guy's like everybody should have guns. The other guy's like no one should have any guns. I think that's going to be a fun little show to watch.
Yeah, I saw a story the other day where the guy was saying he went out with his wife and had dinner with a couple of friends, and the friends were one of these couples that are like, I don't think people should carry guns and all this. And after dinner, they walk out to the car, and there's a couple of seedy characters over there. They may be from Canada. And the guy goes, "Hey, you guys okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, do you have your gun on you?" It's according when they want their guns, when they don't want their guns.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing. I guess you know what? We can solve gun control now. I wasn't going to go that route, but this works.
Oh, that's my favorite subject. I don't have my gun on me right now.
Yeah, I don't either. We don't need our guns to talk about our guns. We know what the guns are.
Can I go get mine?
Is it really
Hold on.
going to make you feel better? Oh my gosh,
I got
he's
it.
really going to go get his gun. Oh, I thought you didn't have it. You're really going to go get it. Here's the thing. Finger bang, bang. So
No,
obviously there's a problem. Because obviously there seems to be a problem with this many shootings. The question becomes, what's the solution? Some people's solution is give everyone a gun. Some people's solution is to take all guns away.
which is impossible.
Well,
Both are impossible, because not everybody's going to take a gun, and not everybody's going to have a gun.
It's improbable. It just, it won't work. But there's a problem. Now, I'm going to use a personal experience for me, because I don't dislike all forms of I'm okay with background checks. Okay?
I agree. Yep.
I'm good with that. And as I know you can understand, one of the reasons I'm okay with background checks is because of a crazy brother who I would rather not have a firearm.
Yep.
Which you can understand that, correct?
Yep. But are you going to get into the not mental capacity, psychological? Oh, I think that guy's crazy. He shouldn't have a gun.
Well, and this is where we get into part of the problem.
Don't piss me off.
You can't. Being crazy isn't against the law yet. Give it another 20 years, 30 years, somewhere in there probably. And if you're crazy, you'll be mandatory drugged. which yeah, I don't know. I'm not even going to think about that because that's just going to take it into a whole nother different conversation and we won't be able to solve gun control. So as far as like crazy goes, obviously if you have a record, I think you're off limits. If
I think that's already a law.
And I'm good with that. It's probably a law that's not enforced very well, but I'm good with that.
No, I think you're wrong. I think if I go to the local county sheriff and I apply for a permit and they do a background check like they all do, if they see evidence where I have been admitted to a psychiatric hospital, I don't think I'll get a permit.
Well,
or if I got my
your keyword was if they do. You're assuming that a background check is actually being, performed. Because people do go into gun shows and buy shit. It happens. There's sketchy people out there. There's people who are too trustworthy. Oh, no, you're good. It happens. I know it happens because it almost happened to my dad. And my dad was like, "No, everything gets done through the books." And he's like, "No, I do this all the time." And he probably does. And he's probably not a bad guy. He's just trying to skirt the system to make a point to himself, or laziness, or who knows.
I don't believe it.
I don't know.
I've been to 50 gun shows, and I've seen people buying guns. They physically have to call up. Either you have your concealed carry permit, which in the state of North Carolina designates that you've had a background check done on you. But if they don't, they can't buy a gun that day.
Keep talking. This, by the way, before you keep talking, this is that mistake.
Mistake?
Carry on. Yeah.
There's no mistake. So if I've been to a gun show, and the guy lays down a concealed carry permit, which I carry, that means I have undergone a background check, which has made sure I haven't had any instabilities mentally. And so let's say you walk in, you don't have your concealed carry, and you have to you can't buy a gun today.
I understand that a lot of the times, probably most of the times, it all works out. But it doesn't happen all the time. It doesn't.
I think it does.
You got to look at the law of averages.
So the guy's going to risk his livelihood on selling you one gun?
You're assuming that both people are on the up and up with who they should be.
So if I'm going to sell you a gun and you do not have your concealed carry permit, I'm just going to go, maybe they won't catch me. I'm going to risk my livelihood to sell you one gun.
Maybe I won't, and maybe you won't, which would mean 100% of the people involved in this conversation about selling guns illegally. Okay, I had to get back on track there.
Right. Point that finger
that
the
means
way.
that we might, but that doesn't mean. You want me to go this way? I like this way. This is weird.
Do it that way, like that.
That's interesting. Put your right hand in front of you. No, like I am, with the finger. Move it in a circle.
Clockwise.
You're going clockwise, and you're using your right hand? I'm going counterclockwise. If I go clockwise, it feels weird.
See, counterclockwise feels weird to me.
That's crazy.
Hey, I bet you
if
can't
it was
do
like
this.
a right-handed, left-handed thing.
I'm going to show you this. Take this hand and move in a clockwise motion, right?
Well, which way is the clock facing?
Either way, it doesn't matter. This one doesn't matter. Turn it.
Well, why wouldn't you say turn it in a circle instead of turn it clockwise? Because clockwise could be either one.
Take your other hand and turn it in the opposite direction.
So counterclockwise of the whatever one counterclockwise is?
Yep.
Okay, so go this way.
Keep going. Keep going. Oh. Hey, I think you did it.
Yeah, I did it like 6 times. What the fuck do I have to do to make you proud of me?
I'm impressed. I've never seen anybody else that could do that except me. Do your fingers like that so I can see. slowly.
No, I don't want to do it again. That wasn't really easy on my brain. That was hard. It wasn't like I could just do it. That was hard.
That's clockwise. That's oh.
Oh, I just touched water. Shit. Where the fuck is paper towels? I need to get this fucking water out of here. That fucked me up.
Do just your fingers like this. Up, down, down.
No, yeah, this is getting freaky the way you're talking now. What are you doing over there? Because all the people just heard, they can't see you actually doing that. All they heard was, yeah, just do it here. Up,
you know me.
down, up, down, up, down.
But you know people are driving in the car going, right hand, right hand.
No, they're not. Dude, they've already crashed into a phone pole just to stop listening to us.
I don't think they have phone poles anymore.
Yeah, they do.
How many people have phones?
What, you think just because you're a fancy... Oh, I thought you were talking about underground wiring, and I was going to say, what, you think just because you're a fancy boy with underground wiring that other people don't?
That's
But
right.
I see what you're saying. I can see, yeah, not a lot of people have landlines.
No.
That's true.
Probably.
I haven't had a
most people
landline forever.
See? Right hand clockwise.
No,
left
I'm not
hand.
doing that anymore. I don't want to. That hurt my head. It literally almost ripped my brain apart. I'm not doing
Look.
that.
I bet you can't even do it slowly like this.
Do we fix gun control?
No, because your argument was riddled with fallacies.
I don't even know what we were talking about.
You were saying you can walk into there's a gun show in Raleigh, North Carolina tomorrow. Go in there and buy a gun and walk out with it. You can't do it.
I don't want to do it. I have a gun. Why do I want
No,
another
no, no.
one?
I didn't say if you want to. I said just go do it.
Oh,
You
yeah, I'm
cannot
not
do
going
it.
to do that either. Even if I wanted to, I don't want to. I want to stay home. I'm going to come home from jiu-jitsu, and I'm going to stay home for the rest of the weekend.
I got to put new rotors on my Jeep tomorrow.
Oh, we need to do car shit at some point.
Oh, let's do a car show.
No, not a car show. Car shit. Oh, you mean a car show? Like if we could do your weekly tip. Is this happening on your car? Just turn your radio up. Asshat. Because I'm his computer guy, and I don't think I've ever let him down. He's my car guy, who does pull through, but only after telling me for like 3 months when I have the same problem. Oh yeah, just turn your radio up. Just turn your radio up.
Did you hear the noise? No.
Do you remember the time when your alternator died or something, and I told you to turn your radio up, and you couldn't because your battery was dead?
And the cops come to push us off the road, and you were inebriated?
That was a little bit stressful.
You mean hold on. Let's go through this whole story. So I pull up to a
That was
stoplight.
stressful.
I pick up the Samurai. Pull up to a stoplight. My car shuts off. I'm like, what the hell? So while we're sitting there and backing up traffic for 16 miles, this cop drives right by us. They don't even pay attention to us. They don't even care about us. Well, eventually, we get a cop that stops and turns the blue light on. So they help us push the car off. Describe the cop to us. How big do you think the person was? Wait a minute. Male or female?
Well, yeah, wasn't one a chick? Weren't there two?
Well,
Or was it
start
just
off with,
one?
it was a chick.
There was a chick who looked, I think, pretty cute, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
I think she was pretty cute.
Yeah.
She was the one. Was she the one I was arming? No, I was in the middle. They were on either side of me, weren't they?
Well, to start with, there was just one chick, and she was about 5'4" and 106 pounds.
She's something
She's gonna
that
push
30
my
and
Jeep
40-year-olds
Commander.
would say is cute.
Yeah, she's gonna help me push my Jeep Commander off the road. And all of a sudden, my buddy Samurai decides I shouldn't be standing next to her because
No, well, first of all, I got out of the car because remember I was staying in because she started to push it by herself. And I was like, well, this is just weird if I stay in here. So I got out and started helping her, and right as I walked up, the other guy came up, and started helping both of us on the other side of me, and I might have had an aroma from being inebriated. Like, I got pretty inebriated pretty fast because it lasted for a while, if I remember correctly. And we're pushing a car. I'm elbow to elbow, just thinking, oh, well,
Cops on the left of
that's
me.
it for
Cops
me.
on the right.
I'll see you guys later. Come get me. But that didn't happen. I left a message on their Facebook too because I thought that was a dick move when the one guy just drove right by us, and they deleted the post.
Yeah, that was pretty amateurish.
I didn't like that. But yeah, look, let's go back to the gun thing. If you truly think that there are no crooked things that go on with gun exchanges, I don't know what to. I mean, that's like, that would be like someone who says every gun exchange is illegal or every gun should be banned. That is such an extreme viewpoint. It's not practical.
All right, so the guy who makes a living going to gun shows selling guns is going to risk his livelihood on selling a gun at a show and making, let's say he makes $50 profit, maybe $100, or I forgot what I was going to say.
You're assuming. See, this is the thing. There's the law of averages.
Right.
100% is a ridiculous average. All the gun shows going on all over the country.
Every day, every weekend.
100%. No, there are people who cut corners. They might not start off doing it, but it will happen. They'll cut corners. It happens. It's practical that it happens.
It may happen
100%
once or
is
twice.
not well, that right there isn't 100%.
Right. Okay, I agree with you. It could happen once or twice.
It happens. I mean, it's just, it happens. If I cared enough, I would look it up because I'm sure it's happened. But anyway, it's tough because there is a problem, but I don't know how to solve it. I don't know how to solve it, and I don't know. And I like guns. Guns, by the way, guns should not be outlawed at all. There are people who talk about don't ban guns. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Guns stay, but I don't know what the solution is. All right, carry on.
All right. So let's go through this scenario. Every weekend in Raleigh, in Charlotte, in Detroit, in Chicago, gun violence happens.
Detroit.
How many do you think are guns that were bought at a gun show, or guns who were bought from a buddy off the corner?
Well, you're getting into a different aspect of it, and that's different. I would say the majority of them are probably from someone off the corner. Not all, but the majority.
Higher than 95%, probably.
I don't know. I would actually have to think about that and think about clarifications of it.
So
not clarifications, parameters.
Let's say it's 40%. Don't you think those guys at the gun shows will eventually be caught? Probably.
Eventually, yeah. It's not a high enough crime. They won't stop soon enough. So of course they'll get caught. I never said that they're going to go on. But look, as a whole, okay, look at it this way. All these gun guys that you think are being on the up and up, okay?
Yep.
They're trying to do the right thing and be good. Any big group of people, there's going to be some bad ones. And the bad ones, usually ruin it for you. There's cops out there are great, but the bad ones fuck it up for everybody. Priests are great.
Ooh.
The bad ones fuck it up for everybody. So there's always within a good group bad ones. They'll
like
always
a guy
be
selling
there.
a gun on the street is a bad one.
He
which
would
is
be a bad one.
which is probably happens a lot more often than the guy at a gun show selling weapons with police walking the floor the whole time.
You really don't like the fact that I'm questioning that there can be any kind of crookedness at a gun show.
That is correct.
But there can be.
Well, there's no absolute in anything.
That's what I'm saying.
So what is your point, though?
I don't remember what we were talking about. Hold on.
Gun shows, your pops.
Oh, my point is there's crooked people out there. You can't go around and assume just because you're super passionate about one particular thing that there's nothing bad about it. It's it's over passion. You got to look at it from a different perspective, from a practical perspective. That just because you love it doesn't mean that everything. I don't know why I'm doing this. I think because I have this in my hand, which I need to fill.
What is that?
I really shouldn't fill. What?
What is
this?
that? Yeah, I can't see it. What is it?
It's a.
What is that? I can't.
It's
what?
It's a shot glass. It's empty right now.
Ah, yeah.
I think
It's
we just
right
got
in-
we just got a
for
new
shot
name
glass.
for it. It's the shot. I think that works. I think that
Have a
right
shot.
there, that's the new name. But yeah, it would be like in mixed martial arts fights. They're all real. Of course they're all real. MMA isn't fake. No, it's not fake. But they got some fake ones in there.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
They might have some mismatches in there.
No, they have matches that are planned, that are expected.
So
they've
if
had
they're in
fighters talk
England-
about it.
If they're in England and they're fighting, you're taking me off the subject. I want to talk about guns.
I don't.
And I
remember,
know you're a gun guy, so
I don't know what. Oh no, I was comparing that. There's. It's just what I was saying. There's a lot of them are good, but there's some bad ones out there. It's just like fights. It's the same thing. Fights are real, but there's some fake ones out there.
yeah, but they're not
I could-
trying to circumvent the system.
You are just not going to see that there could
Your
be.
point of view.
No, I don't think you are. I'm not sure how to explain it differently, though.
I can say there's humans, and humans will screw up, but they don't do it for 52 weeks a year. There's no way. They can't keep up. They're going to get caught. Are you having a stroke? Should I call 911?
Oh, don't call them.
Hold on. Let me get my phone out. Hold on. Well, hello, what's your emergency? Yeah, I have a buddy over on Camden Drive. I think he may be having a stroke.
Oh, wow.
Hey, all right. Next week we're going to do a show on gun talk.
You're not going to be. No, I'm not going to talk a whole. I can't. I'm going to get bored.
I like you
can't-
being the devil's advocate, though.
Yeah, but I can't talk about guns forever. I'll get bored.
No, you won't, because you
Yeah.
like to argue with me anyway.
No, but I'm already bored of the conversation that we were having. Because I don't know how to explain it any differently, and you're not explaining it differently, and we're not changing anything. It's just, are we just going to keep saying the same things over and over and over again?
So hold on. Let me ask this one question: did your dad buy a gun illegally?
No,
Oh,
but
system
he
works.
could have.
System works.
But that just means one of the two people was on the up and up. That one is still out there who's not on the up and up.
What about 1 in 7, 1 in 12, 1 in 74? Where did you get that number at?
I didn't say 1 in anything.
Yeah, you said
Oh,
1 and
I
2.
said 1 and 2 because of the 2 people who were involved in the transaction. One person, I'm having a really hard time staring because your entire background looks like it was drawn in cartoon and you're on some kind of green screen. Holy shit.
Beelzebub.
Oh. Whoo, yeah.
1 and 2
So,
dentists tell you about your molars.
I don't know what to say.
What?
I'm so confused. I think he just unleashed some kind of spell on my brain. I've been hypnotized. Wow. Holy shit. Oh, here's a holy shit one. Did you hear that 2.3 million people still use AOL and pay for it? Did you hear that? $21.95 a month they pay for AOL. 2.3 million.
You know the Indian?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a fact. I do not know this for sure, but I guarantee you, if we called the Indian and said, how much do you pay for AOL? He would tell us a number. Because I think he's still paying for AOL.
Oh, holy shit. I can't imagine that there's 2.3 million people on dial-up.
What? They're still
And the
paying
thing
for
of it is I'm thinking about it like it's some terrible thing. Oh my gosh, they don't have the internet at high speed?
Well,
there's like nations out there that like don't have like anything.
But
so
I will
it's
say
really
this.
not that big of a deal. But wow, 2.3 million?
But here's the other deal. People are buying books every day. The books are free at the library.
Well, yeah, but you know what? I think everybody's got a little bit of me in them. Do you really want to fucking drive back to the library to go get more books? No.
I don't.
You just want to read the book and get it and start reading it, and they can just download it into their apps or into their phone.
Exactly. Yep.
And open it with an app. But it's just like, from a snobby point of view, like as far as like seeing America as the best in the world, I gotta say 2.3 million is disappointing. I expect this number to get lower, America. That's just, we should be below like 100,000.
60-year-olds who got AOL at one point in time still keep it. Oh, AOL's so easy. I'll just keep it. And I'm like, it's free.
So the number's just going to steadily drop over the next probably 10, 15 years?
Well, yeah. I'm saying 10 years because they're going to die out.
Yeah, okay. I can understand that. I ain't shit. My dad still uses his old, like, Comcast email.
I thought you started to say Commodore.
What? Well, no, he's never really touched a computer until recently. Windows 8 is a piece of shit, by the way. What
agree.
a fucking dumb fucking operating. So, you know what? We might be stalemate on how to solve gun control, but we agree on that shit. I don't know what I was talking about.
What about carrying your guns into a restaurant and they serve alcohol?
That's not what I was talking about, but holy shit, what was I talking about?
Let me tell you a story. Would you like to hear a story?
You know everyone's tuning out as we keep talking about guns.
Put those 2 chips in your mouth. Because I know there's not an odd amount in there. My father-in-law told me, you know, I don't know why anybody thinks they should go into a bar and be able to drink and have a gun, because the new law in North Carolina says you can take a gun into a bar. Well, what he didn't realize until I told him is, if you have your concealed carry permit and you're carrying your gun, there's a 0 tolerance on alcohol. You cannot have alcohol while you're carrying your gun. And he said, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a law. He thought, okay, I can go in and drink as much as I want and still carry my gun on my side because of the way the media presents it. Really? That was plenty enough time to eat 2 chips. It was only 2. I counted them. Before you put them in there. 1, 2. Nobody would put an odd amount in their mouth because if you put an odd amount in, by the time you get to the bottom, there could be an odd amount left. Hold on, words of wisdom coming.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
Something about guns, but I was carrying guns into a bar. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Because you keep bringing guns back up, and I keep trying to move on. I'm never going to be able to talk about guns on this show again, am I?
Everybody's going to think you're anti-gun. That's what I hope. I hope everybody thinks.
I don't care. I don't
you're
care
a
what people
big
think
fraidy
about me. No, the gun and bar thing, I get it.
How many people do you know? You only know like 6 people anyway.
You're a dick. I get it. I understand. But I would love to see statistics in 10 years and just kind of see how things are.
Well, let me tell you what I do know. There are more gun owners in the U.S. right now than has ever been ever. And gun deaths are down more since more people have guns.
You're going into a whole different conversation.
Huh?
I'm trying to end guns, and you keep trying to open up doors.
I am. I'm doing a damn good job at it.
I want to move on. I don't want to talk about guns. I get bored with guns.
You like guns. You have a gun. Can I have your gun?
I do have a gun. Just because I get bored with guns doesn't mean I don't like them and support them.
Can I have your gun?
No.
Since you're anti-second, you want to take my Second Amendment right away from me? Can I just have your gun? That would help. If you just get rid of your rights to give me one of my rights.
Oh my gosh.
I can be over in a little while. I can get a ride.
We might just have to end it because I don't think this is fun.
All right. Well, I'm ready to go to bed.
Oh, maybe I missed something and I pissed Diver off. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure.
Are you scared yet?
No, I just don't know why you're all pissed off.
I'm not. You was talking about guns. I happen to know about the gun stuff. Is that another pot pie?
No. We talked about guns for like 30 minutes.
Did you talk shit about me while I was going to get making a drink?
No, I recapped what you said about me.
I don't recall that at all, sir.
What law?
I said I don't recall that at all, sir.
Oh, you weren't here.
No, I don't know what you're talking about last week. I don't recall that at all.
Oh, I see. You're in denial. I understand. Yeah, we'll see. You know where I'll be tomorrow morning. You know exactly where I'll be. Here, you know what? I'll bring guns up one more time, and I'm never going to bring it up probably.
I'm not even going to talk about it.
Blind people and guns is back in the news.
Oh, hold on. I have got to say this. Did you hear Jim Brady died this week, right?
Okay.
Did you hear that his death has been ruled a homicide?
No.
Why would you think it would be ruled a homicide? I know you were just a toddler at the time, but about 30 some years ago, he was shot while trying to take a bullet for the president. So now that he's died, they have said that his death is because of the bullet wound he received while being shot with Reagan. Believe it or not.
I'd like to see the science behind it.
They are calling it a homicide.
Well, there has to be a reason for it. They can't just say it's a homicide and go anywhere in court.
73 years old.
Yeah, they have to, they're going to have a big proof coming. But yeah, blind people and guns. I didn't even see what the story was, but I know it's back in the news.
Now that guy had no legs on the gun. Pistorius?
What do we do with blind people and guns?
I don't think they should have guns.
I think it might. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel. I think it should maybe depend on the level of blindness. Like Face could handle a gun.
I'd be scared around him with a gun.
But there's different like tiers, I think, to how blind you are.
So if I walk up to Face and I just tap him on the shoulder, you know Face, right? If I go up to Face and I just tap him on the shoulder, he turns around. Unless I speak, he probably doesn't know who I am. I don't think he should have a gun.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry, I got distracted because I just figured out every time I would touch my table, it was wet, and I thought I cleaned up all the water. I didn't clean up all the water on, like, here's a table, on the bottom of the little thing here, and that's what my hand was touching, and I just figured it out. That's been bugging me for like the past hour. I don't know what you said. What did you say? Because I was about to go into something until I figured that out.
So if I go up to our buddy Face, which
yeah. He
can't drive, right?
He can't
drive.
Do you know his level of sight?
Of what?
Like how distance and how far he can see or anything?
Well, I know that he can't drive, and right. I know he probably wouldn't recognize me until I spoke. I don't care unless I was, say, 7 inches away, right?
Well, that doesn't seem terrible. Someone's getting yelled at. Hi, Pants.
Put that away.
No, you like it.
He said you like it.
Tell her I'll move for her. Maybe even tonight before I go to sleep, I'll make my move. See, that sounds funny when you don't know what I'm talking about.
I know. It was kind of like, what?
I'm talking about Words with Friends. Because she's like the only person I play.
You got to do the back. He said that he will make his move tonight. Words with Friends. She said, what are you talking? Oh.
Yeah, Pat loves that.
You got to do the back first. The bottom won't help. That won't do anything.
What are we talking about now? That sounds kind of hot.
Somebody's sleeping on the futon tonight.
Oh yeah? What did Pants do? Why can't she sleep with you?
Well, her friend may be down and they may be having a party.
Whoa, you looked weird right there. Holy crap. I'm having a focus problem. What the hell is she doing?
He said, what the hell is she doing?
How fucking drunk is she?
I need to turn the camera around.
Holy shit. Why is she tearing all your shit up?
They won't listen to me. I don't know why they won't listen to me.
You need to get that bitch in check.
Yeah, I told him you have to.
Yeah, you know so much.
Oh, snap.
You've been told. Okay.
Who's been told? Can she hear me?
Oh. No, I'm going to get my headphones on. He said, who's been told?
What the hell are you doing?
Hey, you know what I said? I said, bitch.
You tell her this shit is unprofessional. Unprofessional. This shit is
Hey, this is
and
we're
unacceptable.
running a worldwide operation here, fellas. Yeah. And listen, all six people
this is
listening
highly
to this are
unprofessional.
turning it off now.
No.
Oh, they're all dead. There's no chance they made it through the gun
They're all
talk.
dead now.
What are they doing?
Hey, look at Samurai. He's eating a whole can of Pringles. Look.
I've had maybe a sixth.
I guarantee you that Pringles can is empty.
I fucking hate you.
Won't you
What
show me
time
the
is
Pringles
it?
can?
Holy
Smarty
shit.
pants.
How long have we been going? Huh, where's the thing? Oh, wow, we haven't been on that long. Why is my voice so high?
You sound like a mouse.
What the hell was that? That was weird. All right, so let's go back to the praying in public thing. Because we really didn't talk about how stupid it was. Do you remember that?
I didn't even hear about it. I mean, you talked about it, but that's all I heard about it.
Yeah, well, that's all I heard about it. But how do you... This is the problem, is we have these fucking frivolous things. This frivolous... How... Man, listen to my speech at the beginning of the show. And now, I bet it's a lot different.
You know what?
How-
I would go in, I would do this right here, but like... I'm praying, 15%.
Well, and that's up to you. But my problem is, why are we the country that just because one person says you can't do this anymore means you stop?
Yeah, I don't
Why?
like that.
I mean, one, there should be some sort of majority rule, but two, people have to change what they expect out of life. You're not going to get everything you want. Just because you don't like God doesn't mean other people don't like God. So deal with it. Who cares?
Okay, I gotta agree with you there. I can't even argue with it.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do?
And if I want to run a business and give you a discount because you have new hair, I'm not saying you don't, but I'm just saying you don't. That should be my business, right?
That's harassed. You can't say that.
Did you say harassed?
Yeah. That's racist for hair.
Oh.
Hairism. Yeah, hairism is like racism, but with hair. If you're a hairist, you hate bald people.
Can you see your webcam now?
I see your head. I think
Make
it's
us a
funny
baby bottom.
that you copied what I did.
I did. I
And
just
started
did it
shaving
because
your
of
head
you.
completely. I know. Everyone wants to be like me, but no one is.
Well, you know, in my career as a salon person, whatever they're called, salonist.
So, a salonist?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
A
Was I a lawyer before?
salonist.
Was I a lawyer? I need to be whatever I was before.
Stylist. You're a clothes stylist.
No.
Yeah.
I'm on a new
you
show
just
called
said,
Hairless
yeah,
and Stylist.
You styled clothes for
Clothes.
bald heads.
You know, we should end this because we're too wasted.
You think?
Yeah.
I think I'm just getting started. I'm thinking I'm gonna watch Whose Line Is It Anyway before I go to bed.
Anyway.
Fuck, it's 12:50?
Yep.
Oh, I got jujitsu in the morning. Oh,
Yeah, I'll be
fuck
there.
my
I'll
ass.
be there at 10:24.
Oh, you got the in-laws all weekend.
No, I got Nan. I mean, my New York friend.
Oh, now it all, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Now
There you
everything,
go.
we're
1 + 1
here.
is 2.
We're here. Okay. So you're going to play video games and drink all night.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. All right. I don't know why I had in-laws in my head. I don't know where the fuck
Oh.
that came from. Well, let me know if you watch Metamoris.
I plan on watching it.
That
At
should
least
be good.
recording it. What's is it on Fox Sports?
No, it's internet. You got to buy it. We
Oh,
had that
yeah, I'll buy it.
conversation. $30. I might buy it. I haven't decided.
I think
I
I'm gonna
shouldn't.
buy it.
I should not. I should not buy it, but I might. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Yeah, let me know if you do buy it. And we've resorted to just making stupid, obscene gestures at the camera.
That nobody can see.
Okay. All right.
All right.
This is a good time to stop. Holy shit! I can't even talk. All right. I want to stop the broadcast first. Oh yeah. We'll see
You're
you.
so professional.
We'll see. We'll see you later, alligator.
I hope out.